What's one workplace secret you probably shouldn't have known? I worked night security at a corporate office building downtown. Boring job, but it paid decent for a college kid. My main duty was walking the floors every 2 hours and checking that all the offices were locked. One night around 2 a.m., I'm doing my rounds on the executive floor when I hear voices coming from the CEO's corner office. The light was on, which was weird because everyone should have been gone hours ago. I crept closer and saw two figures through the frosted glass door. One was definitely Mr. Harrison, our 60-year-old CEO with his signature silver hair and expensive suits. The other was Jared from IT, this 25-year-old guy who'd only been with the company for 6 months, but somehow always had the latest gadgets. They were sitting really close together at Harrison's massive oak desk, and Harrison had his hand on Jared's shoulder in what looked like an intimate gesture. Then I heard Harrison say in a hushed tone, "Nobody can know about this. If word gets out, we're both finished." My heart was racing. I'm thinking I just witnessed some kind of affair or harassment situation. I quickly backed away and finished my rounds, but I couldn't stop thinking about what I'd seen. The whole thing felt so wrong. The next week, I noticed Jared got promoted to senior systems administrator, a position that usually takes years to reach and came with a $30K salary bump. He also got moved to a private office right next to Harrison's, complete with a view of the city. I started paying closer attention during my rounds. Jared would stay late almost every night, always meeting with Harrison behind closed doors. Other employees were starting to whisper about Jared's rapid rise and special treatment. Erin from accounting rolled her eyes when she saw Jared's new BMW in the parking lot. Then one night about a month later, I overheard them again. But this time I caught actual words through the door. The quarterly reports need adjusting, offshore accounts in the Caymans, and before the federal audit next month. That's when it hit me like a freight train. This wasn't a romantic affair. It was financial fraud. Jared wasn't getting special treatment because Harrison had feelings for him. Jared was the tech guy helping Harrison embezzle company funds, using his IT access to cover their tracks. I was torn. Do I report this? Do I pretend I never saw anything? I needed this job desperately, and going against the CEO seemed like career suicide. Plus, who would believe a night security guard over the company's golden boy? But then the company announced massive layoffs 2 weeks later. 50 people losing their jobs due to budget constraints and declining profits, including some of my friends from the day shift security team who had families to feed. Meanwhile, Harrison just bought a new Tesla Model S, and Jared was bragging to anyone who'd listen about his upcoming 2-week vacation to Dubai with his girlfriend. The contrast was sickening. I couldn't stay silent anymore. I started documenting everything. Dates, times, every conversation I could overhear. I even managed to take photos with my phone of documents they'd carelessly leave on Harrison's desk during their late-night sessions. I discovered they were creating fake vendor accounts, inflating IT expenses, and routing money through shell companies. Jared was using his system access to delete audit trails and modify financial records. It was sophisticated, but they were getting sloppy. 3 months later, after building an airtight case, I sent everything anonymously to the SEC, the FBI Financial Crimes Division, and Channel 7 News. I included a detailed timeline, photos of documents, and even audio recordings I'd made on my phone. Harrison was arrested 2 weeks later in front of the entire office for embezzling $2.3 million over 18 months. Jared got 5 years in federal prison for computer fraud and money laundering. The look on their faces when the FBI walked in was priceless. The company recovered most of the funds and rehired all the laid-off employees with back pay and bonuses. They even gave me a promotion to head of security. Nobody ever suspected the quiet night security guard was their whistleblower.